Welcome back to DELPHI Psychotherapy Billing Software. This video is example number 2 of some of the things you can do with the super report. When the super report first comes up, it has the name, address, city, state, zip information on it. Generally, you're going to be trying to find more specific information. In this case, we're going to click step 1, click here to erase the items shown below for a new grid. We're going to always have the full name as part of this report. But in this case, I'm going to focus on the Payments AR branch. Now, Payments AR, what is that? That's the total amount due, the client portion, or the insurance portion. Today we'll focus on the total amount due, but of the total amount due, we would like to see how much is due, what's current, 30, 60, and 90 days overdue. If you're only interested in the client portion of that, since DELPHI tracks the client responsibility, we could ask for just that information. But for demo's sake today, we're looking at the total amount due for all the clients. I'm going to build a new report, and the report is going to now load with the exact information we requested. Each client, their total due, is it current, 30, 60, or 90 days overdue? So, a couple of interesting things about this report. We could grab the total due column and drag it over to the left, and almost instantly you will get a report of the people on top who owe you the least or actually have credit balances, the people in the middle who owe nothing, and the people on the bottom who owe the most. That's one way of doing it. We may only be interested in the people who have 90-day balances that are greater than 0. So if I right click on the report, select 90 days is greater than 0, and apply filter, I now have a list of only the clients in the practice with a total balance 90 days overdue or greater. Now, we could also further refine this report by either insurance coverage or possibly the provider of service. Let's go with insurance coverage, the primary, the name and address, and the first box, which is the name of the insurance company. I'm going to build a new report, and in this case I want to click clear filter. Now if I grab the primary insurance company column and make it the first column, here's a list of all the people up on top who have no insurance and how much they owe and how overdue that is. If we're interested in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts clients, that could be these 4 people and how overdue their accounts are. We could apply a filter to find only the insurance companies that we're interested in, but again, we might want to subtotal on the first column, and DELPHI will now boil down your entire practice by insurance company and how much those balances are on a company by company basis. So here we are. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so you can see the 90-day balances. But for the people who are uninsured, we have total balance 90 days overdue of $429. Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's $101. In this example, your Medicare clients owe you $945. That is over 90 days overdue. Let's rebuild the report and just show you one more thing you might want to do. We may not really want the insurance, so I'll get rid of that, and I will, in this case, we only want to see, well, let's build the report. And we only want the people that have a balance that's greater than, let's say, $100. So I can right click, select total due is greater than 100. And here are only the people in the practice that have a total due greater than $100. Again, I could grab the total due column, make it the first column, and the people on the bottom owe the most, the people on top owe as close to $100 as we've selected. So there's a few things you can do there with the super report related to the aging of accounts. Remember, not just the total due. In fact, I'm going to clear these items. We might only be interested in what the client responsibilities are here. So the total client due, and we can age that if we choose, but I'm going to build a report based on the client due. And here are the total client amount dues by client. If I grab that, the people on top owe the least, and these guys are in good shape. The people on bottom owe us the most. Why is George Johnson carrying a $448 client balance? And if we don't want to clutter this report with everybody else, you could have tens, hundreds, thousands of clients. We may want to only see those clients that have a client due greater than 0. And now we have that. So here's the clients in your practice that have a client amount due greater than 0. We'll show you one more report in the next video.